I was looking through my videos the other day, and I noticed I never made a video about the Digital Monster X, and I decided I needed to fix that. These are neat little devices, and they are worth just as much time as the Digimon Pendulum version 20th and the Digital Monster version 20th, both of which I've made videos about. And so let's get into this. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Digital Monster X. So this is a cool little... Oh, what was that? Hold on one second there. I think that was the door. One moment, please. All right, let's go check the door. Checking the door, definitely, actually checking the door. All right, let's see. Oh, hi. Okay, we got a box. All right, cool. All right, I got a box in the mail. All right, let's see. I guess I might as well open this now, right? All right, okay. So let's see what we got here. No, this is a. Oh, does not fit on the camera. All right, here. Excuse me, you two. Wait your turn, please. Hold on. All right. What's in here? What's in this box? Let's see. Let's go ahead and open this. Let's open this right up here. We got some bubble wrap. That's cool. Oh, it's taped bubble wrap. It's like just taped to the box. Oh, gotta do that off camera. Took some of the box with it. Check that out. Okay, so let's open up this bubble wrap here. See what we get. See what we get. As if this is a surprise, as if this isn't in the title of the video, as if this isn't just all a big ruse. Behold! Oh my goodness. It's the Digital Monster X version.2! Alright, so I gotta kind of, let's get a nice big shot of that right there. There we go. There we got a pretty purple Lucemon version, and we got the, what else we got here? We got the beautiful Jolly Rancher Red Demon X version. Both of these are X. That's Lucemon X, that's Demon X. We got them both. We got them here in the mail today. Sorry guys, looks like we're not doing a video on you after all. Goodbye forever. We're never talking about you again. Maybe later in the video you'll actually come up. But oh well, we got the freaking Digital Monster version X. These just came in just today. I just got home from work and I've already need a knife to open this with. Let's get a knife. We're gonna open these up. We're gonna look at them. We're gonna see what they got to offer. It's gonna be great. Now I have a knife, sitting back down, taking this knife. We're gonna knife off camera because I don't wanna do it through a camera lens. That would be kind of scary. All right, let's get this off. Some people are probably, that's another good reason for not doing the knife on camera. Some people are probably gonna be like, ew, that's your knife technique. Whatever, I do what I want. All right, get this nice and open there. Okay, got it out. There we have the beautiful red. It's quite nice looking. And let's get purple open as well. Come on, work with me. But I got more tape on the purple. They don't want me in there. Okay, getting it open. Okay. Oh, did I just reshut it? There we go. And there's the purple. All right, we'll come back to you guys in just a second. So something I immediately noticed on here that I like is that on the back we have the Demon Lords, but specifically these are the ones available in this version. So this is the purple one right here, and those are the ones available on purple. Meanwhile, over on Demon's Red, we have the ones that are just available on red. So it's nice that they actually did that. So that, you know, if you were in a store and you were like, which one has which, you'd kind of know right away which ones they'd have. Except, you know, they don't sell these in stores, so I don't know what use that is. But you know, that's the funny thing. It is nice that they spend so much time making this nice packaging, even though they're never actually putting this in a physical store. Like, these are online order only, unless there's like secondary shops that you're going to. But I'm not, because I don't live in Japan, and no secondary shop in America is going to be selling this crap. So there we go. We have red, we have purple, we have swirlies going on in the background there. Look at that. There's some lightning crackles coming out of the swirlies on this one. I guess they're identical screens, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, they're like perfectly identical. That's neat. That's not normally the case. So here we go. So we have the red. It's nice and translucent, as you can see. It's got the battery in there. Heads up, those batteries don't last long. They come straight from the plant, and the plant's batteries are not great. I already know a guy, Digiu, actually. You can see his videos on YouTube as well. His died on day one. which like that's a new record. But yeah, colors look good. Nice Jolly Rancher red with the gold X, black buttons, black frame. Not as big into the purple. I just don't like the white. It's like, I don't know. It just feels empty, which I guess is what white technically means, but no, wait, no, black is an absence of color. White is all the colors, so you have no excuse. But they do call it white space or whatever. And the X there is silver, so you got gold X, silver X, which that's neat. That's a nice little complementary thing going on. So yeah, I mean, overall they look great. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. We're going to look at the basics of what these devices entail, and then I'm in the same recording session but separate videos. I'm going to be going in depth into more very technical sides of this. So if you've ever been interested in the technical side of these pets, definitely watch those videos as well. But if you're only interested in seeing these things turned on, unboxed, and oh, there's a gap in the cards. There we go. Unboxed, turned on, and just basic how to do this, then this is the right video for you. But yeah, so here we go. So step one, well, who are we gonna start with? We're gonna start purple or red. Red has Gomamon X and Kokuamon X and several others, but that aren't as important. And this one has this one has Otamamon X. So that means on this side I get Seadramon's line, on this side I get Kuagamon's line. Opposite. Kuagamon's line, Seadramon's line. So Seadramon is more important to me. So we're going to start with purple. Even though it doesn't have Gomamon, I really like Giga Seadramon, so just go ahead and rip that open. And there we go. Digimon X. Purple! That's right, it shouts at you which number it is now, so that's neat. Or which color, that's not a number. Alright, oh, and it's flashes between it. Alright, let's just set a arbitrary time. For the purposes of this video, we're going to go with 2045 for a reason that will become clear later. Alright, first thing that comes up is a little black egg with an X in it. The other devices had a white egg with a black X, so they just went ahead and swapped that right around. That's nice. So we have this coming on here. Now you may be wondering, why don't you go ahead and start the red while you do that? Well, because I don't want to, because again, reasons that will be very clear why later on. So I'm going to show off what the main features of this device are. We're going to go over just a brief introduction to this and how you can take care of your pet. By watching this, you should know pretty much everything you need to know about what to do with one of these devices. And a lot of these things transfer to other device types as well. I'm going to say stuff that's specific to the Digital Monster X, but it also will apply to Digimon Pendulums, the Digital Monster series, both new and old. A lot of the stuff in Digital Monster Pets stays the same over the years. So it takes about 1 minute for the egg to hatch, and by about 1 minute, I mean exactly 1 minute. These, of course, are computers, and they are programmed that way. Right away, you will notice that we're not having any trouble seeing this, and oh, look at that, it's hatching. And there we go. And now the XII starts, or the XI, as some people call it. No one else calls it that, actually. Everyone else says XI, because that's the proper pronunciation. I pronounce the X like I'm supposed to, XI. But there we go, we have Keymon. And what I was going to say is that you'll notice that he's very easy to see. If we look over on my white device right next to him, okay, turn on. You'll notice it's much darker on the white. So that's what it looks like there. That's what it looks like there, which pretty much just equals out to it being much easier to take pictures of this one than it is of this one. I'm not gonna lie, in this lighting it actually like isn't a problem. It looks okay over here. But I will tell you, in like normal usage, it's freaking, yeah, there you go. That's about what you would normally expect at that lighting exposure right there. It looks awful. I actually did mod my red one so it's much easier to see. Look at that, same exposure, but you can actually tell what's going on, which is fantastic. I modded it by taking an English version 20th, took the screen out of it, put it in here, swapped them, and then there we go. That's all it was. I didn't really care about the English 20th as much, so I was happy to do that. But yeah, either way, so there we go. Let's go ahead and get some better focus on this guy. All right, so this is Keymon, and Keymon, let's need to catch the light better. Yeah, we'll go like that. That's good. All right, so these are his stats. So if we look through these, we start off, it just says what his name is. I don't read Japanese, so I can only assume that that says Keymon. And he is 0 years old. He is 5 gigabytes. He has 2 empty hungry hearts, 2 empty strength hearts, 4 empty effort hearts. He does not have a type, and he is stage 1, which means baby 1. His level is 1, and it's a little star there that means that it's max level, and he has no experience right now, nor can he gain experience. If you're at max level, you cannot gain experience. He has no victories out of no battles, and then there you go. So that's what this screen is. Now, of course, hungry and strength, we fill that up by feeding him and training him. And then effort is also filled by training, but it doesn't go down until you evolve. In one evolutionary stage, you'll always have the same amount of effort or more if you keep training until that Digimon evolves. Now, we also saw that this Digimon doesn't have a type. The types would be vaccine, data, and virus, where vaccine beats virus, virus beats data, and data beats vaccine. But this is a free type, which means it doesn't have advantages nor disadvantages. It is just completely neutral. So for feeding, we go to the meat icon, we choose meat. Each meat fills up half a heart, so he has 4 hearts, so we fill up 4 meats. If we try to feed him anymore, he rejects. You can't overfeed these guys like you could on other devices. If we feed him a pill, that will fill up 1/2 of his strength hearts. Now in baby form, they don't gain weight. You see, he's still 5 gigabytes. But if he was not in baby form, then that pill would increase his weight a bit more than it would a meat. And if Digimon get too fat, they get sick. Now, this is normal though. This is just a poop. So Digimon poop quite frequently. He'll poop 3 times while he's a baby. At least he should if that's still the same. So we go over to the poop icon, hit that, poop gets wiped away. Now, I was telling you that pills give you extra weight, and if you want to increase strength without gaining too much weight, you can just use the training options. So we're going to we choose between normal and excite. Now, your first Xy roll will always be a 4, which is the same thing as normal on this. So I can choose normal or excite. They will look the same. But I'm going to go ahead and go in here, and you'll see that little meter moving along. We're going to stop it when it's at the top of one of those hills. There we go. And that's going to give him his best possible attacks. So you'll see he'll fire 5 shots. That was a weak one. That was his super duper extra deluxe one, as you saw with the cut in. That was his stronger one. Actually, strong and weak attacks are both bubbles. So it's hard to say because there's 5 different categories of attacks. You have 1 weak, 2 weak, 1 strong, 2 strong, and then his I don't know what to call it. Super? Yeah, I don't know. I named it something in the guide, and I'm sure the actual Japanese manual says something, but either way, yeah, that's his attacks. So we trained him, and since we got an excellent, that increased our strength by 1 full heart. So we were at 1/2 a heart, now we're at 1.5 hearts. If you choose to do excite training, that will raise strength to the max if you get an excellent, which I got a bad on that, so that I don't know if that'll raise me at all. Yeah. He's mad. Sorry, Kimon. We go... Yeah, that didn't give me any strength at all. So, let's try that one more time there. Okay, so I got great this time. So you could skip that. The nice thing is that you don't have to watch the animations every single time. They're cute to watch, but you can skip them. And now that I've done that, his strength... Oh! It just dropped 1. He did gain it, but as you saw, the hunger dropped, at the same time, it looks like the strength dropped. So we're going to go ahead and give him a pill just for now anyway. Baby, no matter what you do to baby ones, it doesn't matter. Like, they will always evolve into the exact same thing. You're not going to have to worry about anything carrying over into the next stage. This is just a quick demo for what you have in store. All right, so battle. You can't do that yet. Baby ones cannot go to battles. That's quest mode specifically for those battles. We already demonstrated what poop does. We'll come to the light icon later, and we'll come to, in fact, the rest of that later. So there we go. So that's the basic care of these. And now he's going to evolve in, let's see, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It takes him 10 minutes. Actually, no. It'll be one more than that because he has spent 1 minute as an egg. So it takes him a few minutes to evolve into Baby 2, 10 minutes exactly. And at that point, he will be able to battle. He'll be able to do a whole bunch of other stuff. And he'll even be able to poop more. Absolutely. They never stop doing that, so don't worry. If you were worried that your Digimon wouldn't be pooping enough for you, I have good news. They never stop. Alright, so there we go. Okay, so he's full on everything right now. So pretty much all we do now is wait. So I'll fast forward to when he actually evolves so we can show that off. Or you know what? I'm not even gonna fast forward. We're just gonna go back to this packaging over here because there's a goodie in this packaging that I'm gonna take out. And it's taped in there. Okay. Alright, so we of course have the little packet here which contains the manual like normal, but as many of you are already aware, the Digimon Pendulum X was famous for coming, well, it was famous for a lot of things, but one of the things was it was famous for coming with a little comic. And they started doing that again with the Digital Monster X. So in addition to this manual right here, there we go. This manual. I don't read Japanese, we won't be using that. It comes with this little, wow. This is something else right here. A single sheet of paper that's printed on both sides. I mean, it's technically a comic. There you go. Examon's all like, "Oh, you dark demon lords aren't supposed to be in the old digital world. I'm gonna get you." And then Lilithmon's all like, "Foo, foo, foo, I don't think so." And then she's all like, "You gonna die." And he's like, "Girl, you see me? I'm big. I'm huge. I'm gonna get you." And then Beelzebumon's all like, "I'm hungry, guys." Lucimon's all like, "Okay." And Chessmon X comes in, and Beelzebumon X is like, "I got a gun." But then this guy has cool shoes. That's Gankumon. And then all the demon lords line up in a line of 7. And it's like the Zai. You see that? It's like the little, the die roll. If we go back over here. That's the wrong device. We hit that bottom button. You can see, look, it's them. It's all the circles filled in. There you go. There's the 7 demon lords. They're all different sin. You can look up which ones they are later. The only one that matters is, where is he? This guy right here. That's Leviamon. He's the best. He's the only one we're going to go for ever. I don't even care about any of the rest of these. I care about him. If they had a bug one of these, I might care. He's kind of like a bug. He's got a long nose, like a mosquito. The mosquitoes suck, so no, forget that. But yeah, the original Digimon Chronicle was definitely not just a single flat sheet of paper. It was I wouldn't say it's like a full-size comic book either. It was a small little thing, but it had several pages, and this is a far cry from that. I don't even remember. Did the original Digital Monster X have comics that small? I don't know. Well, either way, how are we looking for oh. Good. There we go. Okay, got that taken care of. Alright, so he will be evolving in just a second. Now, funny thing is, Keymon is not an X Digimon, and I don't know why they just didn't make new X babies for this or use existing X babies. There are, how many are there? There's at least 3 sets of X babies plus Tokomon X, which they already used. So I don't know why they're not using them, but they're just not. So they're using non-natural carriers. So we have Keymon. He's going to evolve into Yamon like normal. That sounds hilarious to say out loud. You don't normally say Digimon names out loud in normal conversation, so saying Yamon. Oh my gosh. Try saying it out loud yourself. Try talking seriously about Yamon to another person, another human, and see what their reaction is. Because I can't say it without laughing. Either way, yeah, so he evolves into that, because this is Ipmon's normal little baby. Here he comes. Here comes Keymon Digivolving. Into Yamon. Excellent. There we go. So, that thing right there that just occurred, that showed us that we had slot 2 in our album just filled in by this. So there are several slots in your album you'll have to, or your library rather, it's called the library here, that you'll have to fill in by getting different evolutions. So we'll touch on that more in a second, but as you saw, it just showed us that we did evolve. So now if we go to his stats, we do see he's increased in weight, and if we start feeding him now, he will increase in weight. So let's try that out. Let's fill him up on that. He only needed 1 of those, and we'll give him 1 pill as well. So just by doing those 2 things, he went from 8 gigabytes to 11 gigabytes. There you go. Those are heavy meats. All right, so he also has no effort, and that's going to start mattering now. So every time you train, you get basically a quarter effort, and if you train 4 times, you get 1 effort heart. Certain evolutions are dependent that you get a certain number of effort hearts in order to achieve them. Usually you would try to get 4 if you're looking for the stronger Digimon, or less, or none if you want one of the weaker ones. You may be wondering, why would you want weaker Digimon? Well, because the power scaling on these things is unjust, and sometimes better Digimon have weaker stats. So there you go. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet. In fact, this guy's actually not going to, he's not long for this world, because I will be resetting him after I do this video. Spoilers. But there you go. So he's Yamon now, and one of the perks of being Yamon is he's a baby too. So that means we can go into battles now. So every time you choose to battle, you get another daily Xyral. I got a 7, which is awesome. So your Xyral will determine how strong your enemies are, and it will determine how much experience you get. So 7 means that your enemies are fairly weak, but that you still get a lot of experience. Whereas if you rolled like a 6, your enemies would be weak, but you wouldn't get as much experience. Whereas if you rolled a 1, you'd get more experience, but the enemies would be strong. So a very important thing to note is that before you go into battle, you want to be at full strength. Because if you are not at full strength, your Digimon is missing out on 16 bonus points of power. So I went ahead and filled him up, so now we're at full strength. And now we will go into quest mode. We go to area 1, and it shows us, hey, the boss is Agumon X. And we start off, there's a Tokomon X. So these are guys from the last devices. These are the ones you would raise there. So we do a roll, we roll the 7. That means the meter is going to be very slow, which is nice. It gives us more time to think about what we're doing. There we go. Alright, so then he will do his attacks. They trade back and forth. He sends out that little chocolate chip. Tokomon dodges it and is like, ha, try my bubble. And then he's all like, oh no, I exploded. And he has a little bit of HP. When Digimon evolve, they will get more HP. They start off with very little, just 10. Ooh, that was a lot. So that move that he just did does 10 damage, so since Tokomon only had 10 HP, he is dead. Alright, and then I got 4 experience for that. Wow, you need 50 to get level 2, so thank you. Alright, so now we have Yammon. We'll breeze through the next couple battles here. We got a 1, so the meter's going to move very quickly. It'll be hard to do. And I missed, so that's cool, but I still got good at least, so let's see if I win. Hey, check it out, I won. Nice. Oh, these guys are yelling over here now. You be quiet. 4 more experience. Alright, the boss, Agumon X. And now we fight him. Whoever that is, it needs to be quiet. We got a 2, so it's going to be mostly fast. And there we go, that's better. Alright, so now we do our attacks, and we beat Agumon X. Now great, so every time you beat a boss of an area, you get an item. Or, in certain cases, instead of getting an item, you will unlock a new evolution path. And I will talk more about that in a second, but that's very important to keep in mind, is that you get new evolution paths by clearing out areas in quest mode. Now, it is 9 o'clock on my Digimon's little thing here. Okay, who is this? Megidramon. Megidramon, I need you to be quiet. What did you win? What do you want to show us? What is it? You got a present. Good job. That's great. Get out of here. All right. So he's asleep now because it is his sleep time, so he falls asleep. So what this means is that I need to put him to bed. You'll see down here in the lower right, the call light has come on. When the call light is on, that means your Digimon needs to be handled for whatever it is. Whether it be he needs to be fed, he needs to be trained, he needs to be put to sleep, something needs to happen. You need to do something. If you see this light go out, and your Digimon's needs has not been taken care of. So you see how he's cycling between his idle animation and his sleeping animation. If he's still doing that, and this light isn't on, that means that you missed the opportunity to put him to sleep, and that you now have a care mistake. This is very important. Care mistakes aren't always bad. They can be, and they will mess up your evolution trees sometimes, but you do need care mistakes to achieve certain evolutions. So we're gonna, in this case, come over here, we're gonna hit the lights, and we're gonna choose off. And what that'll do is it'll give him some Z's, and that'll make him sleep. Now, a cool thing I didn't show off there just now is that you can clean poop before you put them to bed, before I put the Z's there. I just didn't, because I'm terrible, but poop doesn't cause any care mistakes, so you don't really need to worry about it that badly. Now, I can come back in here and hit on, and that'll wake him up. This does not have any ill effect, and he will fall asleep on his own after a while. I'm going to go ahead and clear that poop out now. Now, if I go back to the lights and I hit off, he gets put in a fridge. This pauses him entirely. He does not move forward in his evolution timer at all while he's in this state, but he also doesn't lose hunger hearts or strength hearts, so you don't need to worry about care mistakes while they're in the fridge. So let's go ahead and unfreeze him there. There we go, now he's back normal. It looks like he wants to go to sleep immediately again. But we're not going to let you just yet, sorry. So we're gonna tell him, no, stay up a little bit longer. And again, that's fine too. You do not have to put them to bed right away if you don't want to. When it comes to higher level Digimon though, you will want to, because some of them will stay awake until midnight when they get to the higher stages, which is insane. Now, if I was to come in here and feed him a whole mess of proteins like this. Keep going. After a while, you'll see something occur. Which, if you're raising your Digimon well, you won't see this occur most of the time. If you're trying to kill them, you will, though. Don't try to kill your Digimon, folks, unless you need to. So, I guess sometimes it's okay. Because I do it. Goodness. He was a light little guy. Alright. He's not already there, right? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it doesn't come up on that one. So now he's got these 3 little dots above his head, right? That means he is sick. So there will either be skulls or dots above his head. Skulls come from when you lose a battle. Sometimes they might get injured. That's what a skull means. If they get too fat, though, they get that above their head. So you come into the medicine icon, the little band-aid right there, and you choose between which ailment you have. So we have that one. And there you go. He's all better. He's still fat as heck. Look at that, 99 gigabytes, but he is at least better. So then next thing we can come into is the library. So we have backup, library, and recode. Now I'll come to backup in just a second. We're gonna start in library. So in library, we see, hey, there's Keymon and there's Yamon, numbers 1 and number 2. You don't see the numbers after you get them, but you can just count. Now we come over here, we see, oh, there's a mysterious 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 10. So the numbers you see here are the numbers that you can currently evolve into. So I have a few random things between 0 and 41 I'm able to become without unlocking anything else. Now, as I do quest mode, I will unlock more of these options, and those options stay unlocked forever unless you completely reset your device. When you hatch new Digimon, or if you do a soft reset, these will still be available to you. So you don't only have to clear quest mode one time to unlock all the available evolutions there. Now, there are some evolutions that are available through other methods. On the Digital Monster X1, you had to clear a random encounter to get certain ones, and on this one, that may still be the case. We don't know yet. We aren't sure about that because this just came out literally this past week. But there is a case where if I chose to battle with the Digital Monster X1, which we're going to try that out now. So we're going to come over here, we're going to go battle. X or other are our options. We're going to choose X. We're going to come over here and we're going to choose X. I'm going to choose that for both of them. Not going to lie, this screen does look better than this screen. This is the English 20th screen again, just in case you weren't sure about that. And we will give this poor little Yamon a little bit of a fighting chance. He's going to lose, though. Alright, so now we connect these 2 devices together. Hit the button. And here we go. So now Yamon's fighting War Greymon. Let's not watch that slaughter. Yeah, War Greymon won. Who knew? Alright, so... But, you'll see, we now have unlocked evolution number 40. So that was something we didn't have before there. So who is evolution 40? I have a pretty good idea of who it is, but I'm not telling you. You'll have to find out for yourself, or, you know, go look on my website when it's ready. So there you go. So that's battling. You can choose X to battle with any other X device, including the X1 or the X3. So when those come out, those will be using the same battle system as well. Probably. We assume they will. This one and this one are using the same battle system, so we would assume the 3 would as well, but who knows? They might throw us a hardball. Or you could choose other if you want to battle any other device that can use the original Digital Monster battle system. So that includes all the modern devices, as well as the original Digital Monster, the Digimon Pendulum, a few of the Digivices, etc. Those can all be used with the other battle system. The only difference is that you don't use the meter to choose how strong your attack is, and things like training don't matter when you use the original battle system. They mattered on the original devices, but on the modern devices, training does not matter at all when you use other. Training only matters when you do the X. Same with level. Alright, so going back into the library. So recode, it's not what it's supposed to say. It is supposed to say record. As you can see here, my record is 3 out of 4, 75%. That's your cumulative record. Your Digimon itself will have its own little record that we saw earlier. There it is. But that's my record across all my Digimon down in the album. And then the last thing here is backup. If I wanted to, I could choose to put Yamon away and start up a new egg. And when I start up that egg, it would hatch like normal, and then I would be able to raise it and back it up too. And you could switch between your backed up Digimon at pretty much any time. So if you're having trouble in quest mode, you're like, well, let's try swapping out a different Digimon. There you go. That's what backup's for. It's not quite the same thing as having the Copymon or the 2 Digimon being raised at a time that the version 20 has had. But it's still a good option. That way you can have somewhat of a party going on. So there you go. That's pretty much all the features of this little device. Now, Yamon's going to grow. In 12 hours, he's going to become either Agumon Black X or Gomamon. No, that's not right. He's going to become Impmon X, he's going to become Plotmon X, or he's going to become Otamamon X. Agumon's on that one. So that'll be in 12 hours, and that'll be when that happens. So that's all I'm going to talk about on this for now. But if you want to know how these devices work, I do have another video, which is probably right there or something. I don't know. I pointed to somewhere. Click on that video. That'll take you to the video I will do about taking this thing apart and getting it into debug mode. And I'll also be doing a couple other videos on how to use debug mode once you're in it, and also how to collect data directly from this device using these little connectors and a computer. So if you're interested in any of that, check out my other videos I post on this. But if you were just trying to figure out how to care for this or just wanted to see what it looked like, I hope this was informative for you. Please feel free to reach out to me in the comments if you have any questions about raising these. The website is digitamahatchery.com, where you can see evolution guides and manuals. The evolution guide for this is in progress, but the manual for the Digital Monster X still applies to this device. So feel free to use that manual. I will update a couple of new things with this on that manual, but it will be the same manual between all 3 Digital Monster version X's. So, and yeah, feel free to reach out to me with any questions, and I hope you, if you got this device, you enjoy it. If you didn't get this device, you know, try to get it if you found it interesting. There is the Digital Monster X version.3 that will be coming out in March that is available for pre-order until December. So you have a few weeks left to get that if you are so inclined to do so. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye.